I feel like every conversation is important and can be used as content. So yeah, whether we are discuss on a topic of the subject or we're going to do whenever, that's totally fine. The whistleblower thing, are you referring to the whistleblower thing with Facebook, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, it was going to happen. I mean, um, if you watch the movie based on his life and thing, I mean, the dude take care of number one at all times. Doesn't matter. So, I mean, all she has said, none of that no surprise me because at the end of the day, he might think about, you know, he might think about himself. Not really, I think about how it will affect people. So, yeah, and what a lot of people don't know is that whistleblowers get paid.
Yeah, now.
Not just now, they've been getting paid for a while.
When did the Senate come up with that rule?
No, I think it's according to my favorite podcast, All In. It's at least a year. The last big whistleblowing thing we're going in the US. The person got paid millions of dollars, and what they promise is, I can't remember the percentage. Maybe we should look it up. But they promise a percentage of whatever the fines are that are charged to the corporation. So imagine imagine even 1% of a billion. Is it me I say? I mean, no, say more than that. And Facebook is going to get fined, broken up, whatever it is that they're going to do to them. So did she do it because of her morals or because she had to defend her money? I don't know. I really don't know. It's going to be hard moving forward to tell if the person who is whistleblowing is thinking more of society or they might think about the dollars and cents. It's going to be hard. But either way, it was just a matter of time. People have been talking about it for years. And yeah.
Well, it
Come
goes
to a
to
head.
show you the monopoly that Facebook has, that Facebook and Google have, especially. You have Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and you know, especially because of WhatsApp, with the shutdown that just happened, many people could not communicate with family. Not even talking about the people who are looking their dopamine fix. Especially with WhatsApp from the Caribbean and from Africa, where WhatsApp is the number one social media app. Communicating with family is key if you're abroad. And they could not do it. If any emergency happened during that time, everybody saw it.
Yeah.
And and you're like, this cannot be afforded to continue to happen. And here's the thing, Telegram was downloaded even more during that time, and then during the time as well over here in Japan, Line was downloaded so many times due to the fact that all of the other apps were down.
Yeah.
So we can't have a monopoly, and the cost always from.
Hello?
So that should not be a problem in any way, shape, or form to break them up and to simply provide the customers with proper service and proper choice.
Yeah, but do you think breaking it up going to be the solution? I mean, he'll still own all the companies. It's just going to be a little bit harder for him to um, do certain things because of legislation and all of that and regulation. But yeah, he'll still own all the companies. He still has over 50% of the voting rights. So basically he can't be overridden on any decisions. So I mean, I'm not sure. And which I don't, would I say it's unusual in the markets for somebody to have that kind of power over them company. I mean, it's his company, but usually when you go public, you lose some of your power. You know what I mean? I don't know if that is the solution, or them have to go like take one of the company them from him. But I don't think this is the end. This is just like the beginning of everything. Yeah. Hello? Hello?
Oh, sorry. I've been talking all this time and all of that. So what I was saying,
All this time, youth, really?
the
That's
top,
why I'm
the
gonna
top,
try to get your attention. But yeah,
yeah,
what's good?
the top to speak. So what I'm saying is that what is seems to be happening now is possibly the illusion of choice, because if they do have the power to break him up, it's just more pieces to control, and then the common man is just going to believe that it's actually broken up when he's still in control. And if they do take one from him, can they manage it as well or better than him to still not have us suffer in the long run?
Yeah, 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 it's I don't see how them are going to do that. I don't know if they have legislation that will allow them to do that, like break up the company that kind of way, because like 20 years ago they tried to break up Microsoft, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know, they thought Microsoft was too powerful. Bill Gates had too much power. Same, it's almost like a cycle. He did have a lot of power. Company had a lot of power. PC ruled the world back then. But eventually, you know, even though they reached the decision that yeah, they're gonna break up the company, nothing came of it. Microsoft is still Microsoft. Um, I guess it wasn't important anymore, or I don't remember if they changed governments then or what happened, but basically they were to break up Microsoft. It never happened. Microsoft is again, after about 2 decades, one of the most powerful companies again. Maybe not with PC, but with cloud computing. Um, but yeah, I'm not sure if it doesn't make a difference except for just annoy the hell out of Mark.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, I don't know, youth. Um, uh, I don't know if
So,
I think just like I think he's he's a genius. I think he's brilliant. I think also he's very ruthless, right? As I said, he looks out for number one.
mm-hmm.
And I mean, at the end of the day, over the last, when did Facebook come around? 2000, early 2000s
Five,
or mid 2000s. I mean,
uh,
no social media before him has lasted this long.
that long. Yep.
You know what I mean? So,
Mm-hmm.
and he's been able to take over the social medias that have come after him that would have maybe taken away some of his oomph, You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
will there be a social media platform that's different, that's geared towards different things that will take over, that he won't be able to buy now that the eye is on him? That will kind of shake up his kingdom. Um, are people even interested in a different type of social media, or is he giving people exactly what they want? Uh, yeah, so many questions. At the end of the day, it's like, I don't know. Do
All
people
right.
need different type of social media? Aku?
Yeah, but don't know what to say to that because honestly, there's a question that is crazy in my mind ever since, and your thing is kind of confirming it. But yeah, looking back on the social media, he set up precedents with when he started. His thing was his social media app was new, innovative, and it's the longest lasting one so far because right now nobody in this generation knows about High Five or Yahoo Messenger and the
MySpace.
struggles on MySpace, and the struggles we had to go through just to get those. They don't even know what the AOL dial tone sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So uh, it leaves this question that I've had in my mind because of his personality, because he had to be rooted, because he looks out for number one, and then tying in with this whistleblower situation. Do you really believe that the outage was a DGP issue, a domain issue?
You know what? I've been thinking about that. I don't think so. I think it was I think they got hacked, or it was an attack or something on their systems. Um, yeah. There, him saying that it was some maintenance thing that went down. No, you wouldn't want your network that's making you billions of dollars to go down for almost one whole day if you can help it. And if it was just a regular maintenance thing, then it shouldn't have happened.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, yeah, I think it was an attack. Who knows? It could have been anonymous, because anonymous, they never put out one video about him
Mm-hmm.
about a
Yep.
year ago. And I mean, things have gotten worse since then. So who knows? But them not gonna talk. Nobody else can talk because, as again, he has over 50% of the voting rights or the power. So nobody can really say nothing anyway.
All right. So then here's the thing now. I have a theory, or this is my opinion on everything.
Mhm.
When the outage happened, and before that, the whistleblower came and brought up multiple files from the company. After that, I believe that he tried to implement a new program onto the system that would track whoever downloads a certain amount of files and putting a new protocol onto the system to prevent more whistleblowers from coming in.
Okay.
And because it was not complete and because it was rushed, that is what caused the outage. So much so that the people could not come in, the people with skills could not come in with their smart ID. The entire system was shut down. It locked out everybody, and only the people with a physical key to enter certain areas of the business who did not have any wherewithal to hack the system could gain entry. And they had to wait and then train those other people or wait for the people with the skills to come and then fix the system. Because I honestly don't think that this was a real hack per se. It's possible, but I'm leaning more towards the fact that he wanted to implement a program that would prevent more whistleblowers, and especially because after listening to Arlen, part that episode you sent me, um, definitely he's feeling the burn, and it's only, as you say, only a matter of time. So he's trying to mitigate his, or alleviate some of the pressure off him, and possibly some of the punishment that he might face.
Yeah. 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 That, I mean, good theory. Have any more conspiracies?
Actually, no. Actually, no. I would agree to the. I could also see the hack happening. However, that is really unlikely. Looking at the amount of security, I'm leaning more towards that theory, especially because after that, Twitter encountered a bit of some issues after that. So I'm wondering if it happened at Facebook. So everybody has the new protocol to prevent whistleblowing. Facebook implemented it without the proper chain of protocol going through, and that's why they encountered the issues. Twitter implemented it later after seeing the issues that Facebook had and mitigated some of the problems. So their issues were a lot less, and a lot less time shut down. So I think now every app in Silicon Valley now has a whistleblower protection protocol in place, and they're just trying to cover it up as a domain situation.
Yeah. I mean, nobody really wants to to admit that they got hacked. You know, it shows. I mean, anybody can get hacked, but it shows weakness. It shows weakness in your system. But yeah,
Hmm.
nobody's unhackable. Nobody. So
No,
um, yeah, I see where you're coming from. Yeah,
yeah, I can also see the definite thing for years in yard. It is really possible. But either way, it looks bad.
yeah,
And now the issue is, what are we as customers going to allow? Because a monopoly does not serve us very well. And after knowing his personality, after listening to the documentary, after seeing what has happened here and how we have been inconvenienced, alternatives are necessary,
yeah,
definitely necessary.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, let's see. Let's see if a new social media um platform will jump up and be the next big thing. I mean, TikTok is very big, but it isn't replacing Facebook. You know what I mean? It isn't replacing Instagram. If anything, Instagram kind of took some of the oomph out of TikTok by kind of
Mhm,
copying some of the
mhm.
the things that made it what it is. I don't have a TikTok account, so
Yeah, don't worry about that. Me neither. The thing about TikTok is you can't really use it like Facebook.
yeah, it's
And
not a communication tool, really.
yeah, it's an entertainment platform.
It's a
Three
rabbit
minutes,
hole.
yes, 3 minutes and 60 seconds. Um, all I see TikTok as is an improved version of Snapchat. It's what Snapchat hoped it could be, and then it did it better and took them over. You notice that you're not hearing a thing about Snapchat anymore?
Yeah, well, I think they're marketing themselves as a marketing company now instead of a social media company. But
Oh,
they do have they're doing well. Let's put it that way. They're profitable, so good for them.
mm.
Yeah, yeah, awesome. What else is on your mind?
Well, for that one, that was really the biggest concern. That then what would be the replacement after now for to overthrow the Facebook monopoly? If we had to replace Facebook and WhatsApp tomorrow, what could we currently use to replace them. As contact, yeah, as contact, in my opinion, you could try Telegram to a certain extent, for calls, but that's it. It's just for call. That would only replace WhatsApp. Instagram and Facebook could not be replaced by Telegram. What would replace those two?
Yeah, I never use the Telegram platform, so I don't know. I mean, you can send messages as well as call, or how that work.
Mm. Oh, well, you're really dependent, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, as I said, he's a genius. He's built his platforms. I'm sure he's at the head of most of the developments that happening in the company. He keeps improving the products, which is what was the cause of the downfall of a lot of the other social media sites. I mean, people, when he does major changes, people complain, and then a week later they're like, "Ooh, it's like he didn't make any changes
Mm-hmm.
because it kind of sucks you in anyway." I mean, all the changes, he knows what he's doing. Um, he does. It's not just off the top of his head. He's going for a certain effect, and he usually gets it. So, yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Mm. I do believe we need a shake my head or a face palm um icon on Facebook for a lot of the videos that don't make any sense. Yeah. So the heart hugging emoji is okay, but a face palm emoji is definitely necessary.
Yeah,
Oh,
and you know what? I Facebook, as far as community building, Facebook is the best thing I've found. If you found something better, let me know. But
mm,
I'm in certain groups that have actually helped with my personal development. Um, Trust me.
yeah, agreed, agreed. There, honestly, right now, as I said before, there's nothing that can replace Facebook in terms of that. The lives, the putting, the tagging, whatever videos you want to put or whatever groups you want to join. Yeah, it's the complete package right now. It's the best that we can get currently.
Yeah,
It's our Gillette.
agreed,
Mm.
agreed. Um, I try to send something to David. Give me 1 second here. Yeah. So, um, yeah, definitely. I don't see anything coming soon that would replace it. But as I said, very, very long run. Don't know how long, don't know how long I'm gonna hold the crown for, but yo, nobody has held the crown this long.
Yeah. I'd give him another 10 to 15. The thing about it is you have to, one, create a decent prototype and then approach the people who don't like approach his competition with it and then see what they would say. Something that's scalable, something that's marketable, something that's touching a niche that Facebook isn't touching currently, or and then all of that would be so difficult because as you see, he is constantly evolving. He knows that he is replaceable and he's trying his best to prevent that from happening.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Well, you can't blame a man for trying to protect him kingdom still.
of course not.
I mean,
Of course not.
I he wouldn't be the genius that I'm claiming he is if him just lay down and say, okay, take it, mash it up. I didn't work very hard for this. I never I never teach them ideas and build them up for you for just like come and teach them and mash them up. So
Mash them up.
yeah, so yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.